Here's a short video of how to do a pull-up and the progressions I use for my clients. Initially, we always start with the inverted pull-up, and as we progress with that, we move on to the jumping pull-ups. That's where you use a box height that's a little higher, and you use the jump in your legs to help get your chin over the bar. And then as you progress, you start to lower the box height and start to jump a little less, and use more of your upper body. As you progress from the jumping pull-ups, then you go back to a higher box height to where you're not jumping at all. Again, you progress the box lower and lower to the floor to where you're almost on your tippy toes and you're barely even pulling. Once you reach this stage, you can add a weighted belt and add jumping or non-jumping depending upon your fitness level. And then once you kind of build up a good base with that, then you can attempt a full chin-up or pull-up. But mostly what I use is the 8 to 12 rep range for volume, and then I'll do strength days for 5 reps. Hope that helps. The hip thrust has become a very popular movement in recent years, and I'm very glad that it has because it's a great exercise piece to add to your program if you're trying to improve overall strength and power output to your lower body. I always tell my clients the stronger your glutes are, the healthier your lower back will be. So it's also a great movement for those with previous back injuries. In regards to programming, I would do this movement 2 or 3 times a week with the rep ranges varying from as low as 5 reps to over 12 reps. To give you an idea of what working sets would look like, day 1 would be 3 by 12, day 2, 3 or 4 by 8, day 3, 4 or 5 sets of 5 reps, then occasionally testing out your 1 rep max every once in a while. As you can see in the video, my interns and clients are doing more of a tap and go method, but there's multiple ways you could do this movement. You can incorporate tempo work, you could pause at the top, and you could also play around with your foot position if you have more of a bodybuilding type program. Overall, it's a great exercise to add to your program. The belt squat is a great piece of equipment that I use on a daily basis due to the amount of people that come to me with previous injuries to their shoulder, back, and knee. I really love this piece of equipment because it takes all the pressure off of the knee joint and it does not compress the spine. And it also gives my clients with shoulder injuries a secondary option outside of the safety bar squat. The way I use this equipment is usually in that 8 to 12 rep range. 8 reps for strength days, 12 or more reps for volume days. If you can back squat and you want to utilize this piece of equipment, let's say after a set of 4 by 5 on your back squat, you use this machine kind of like you would on a leg press to add a little bit of extra volume that doesn't beat you up too much. Really big fan of this piece of equipment. Glad I purchased it. One quick tip is to make sure you place your feet a little bit more forward so you're pushing through your heel and midfoot.